Hi guys, this is Rob. I want to cover the trades that I made on the week of June 2nd to June 6th. Now, the last few weeks for me, actually last 3 weeks, I haven't been really profitable. I haven't had a lot of time to trade, and this last week I did have time to watch things a little bit, and I had the kind of week that they talk about in when you look at these somewhat sketchy systems for trading systems that they advertise out there, and they say you too can get rich quick. Well, this was a week where I had my best trading day ever on Thursday the 5th, which is right after the ECB released its decision to go to negative interest rates in Europe, which I can't believe, but I guess that's the way things are these economics these days. If in doubt, rip people off. But as you can see on the screen, what I did was, you can see I had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions, and even more than that on the 5th of June. I want to say I had 7 total trades on Thursday that were profitable. It was my best trading day ever as far as pips and also money. And basically what I did was in my mind I really felt like once the news had cleared and things had settled, that the dollar was going to see some weakness, both against the euro and against the pound. And of course, that was the idea that was in my head, but I was going to wait to see if the patterns developed, and they did. And as you can see on my first entry right here, we had a nice entry pattern, higher high. Really, I really consider this one move, and then back to this area, and I saw a decent entry here, and I took my first entry position. Then I added, and this is on the pound dollar long. Then I added again. Then when it pulled back, I added again. And then I added at the break of this area one more time, and I got out on my target right there for 160 pips in about, I don't even know what the time frame was. You know, you're talking about, it looks like less than an hour. So that was basically my best trading hour I've ever had, my best trading day I've ever had. And what I did is, once I entered my first position, all I did as far as my stops are concerned was I just trailed things two spikes back. So once price moved to this area, I moved my stop to here. Then I moved it, once it went to here, I moved it to here. So I was just going with the trailing stop. Now I didn't use software, I did it manually. But I just slowly walked things up and added positions, and it worked out beautifully, 460 pips. So pretty exciting stuff for me. Let's look at some of the other trades. And these are all basically follow-through trades. This is, I believe, on the same day. So then my next trade was, I was expecting a pullback in this area. I got it, and then I got in on this double tap for another scalp. I put one more here, but that's basically what it was. Then on the euro dollar, I saw the same type of action. I got in on this one. I'm not sure how many pips that was. I don't know. I had over 200 pips for the day on both the euro and the pound dollar trading long. And then this is my last one. After we went to this area, pulled back, I got in on an M1 entry really, and was able to take this long. And that was my last one. Then and then actually this was the next day in the morning on Friday. I saw this pretty good pattern here on the euro. I took it down for right around, I want to say 15 pips here on a short. So that was on Friday. Also on Friday, same action. I took a number of scalps where I wasn't on this one. I was not adding positions. I was just trading 1-to-1 and out, 1-to-1 and out, 1-to-1 and out, because I felt like at this point in time the move was becoming exhausted. So those are my trades for Friday. Now, if I look at my current MT4, I did make, I wouldn't call it a mistake, because I was looking for a pullback buy on either the euro or the pound, and the pound seemed to be a little more smooth. So if we look at the charts here on my, if I go to the GU, you can see that this move is becoming extinguished. You really can't count the waves, but when you count the brown waves here, if I wanted to count the brown waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then our fifth wave failed, and I was really looking at this point for a pullback buy. Now we pulled back into a spectacular area here, right exactly where I was looking for a pullback buy. We had about 5 hours left on the trading day, so this was the area where I was looking for, even though it was Friday afternoon. All right, I was really looking, anticipating for a pullback buy in this area. The trigger hit. I got in even though it was late, and as you can see, I'm still into position. I got into this trade late. I want to say 5 hours before market close is when this executed, and my internet went out. Okay, and then I went to the Brazil-Serbia soccer game, the World Cup warm-up, which is not far from my apartment. So I walked down there, and I was my idea was that no big deal if I would take my smartphone with me and be able to exit, because I don't like to hold a position over the weekend, and I would have definitely exited anywhere in this area just for a few pips, because I think it was like maybe 3 hours before market close. I would have exited anywhere in this area. When I arrived at the stadium, there was no internet service and no cell phone service, so I basically got stuck in the trade for the weekend, which is not that big of a deal. I mean, even if it were to gap down and take out my stop, that would be a -25 hit for me, which I don't really anticipate it happening, to tell you the truth. I'll watch it Sunday night, see where it is, and maybe I'll go to lock profit, or maybe I'll exit the trade. But this is one case where I got caught in the trade due to the fact that the internet wasn't working, and I wanted to use my cell phone, but I went to the soccer game. I thought I could monitor it there, but there was no cell phone service inside the stadium, so no big deal. But even so, this pattern, even though the timing isn't correct, even though the timing is a timing probably where I shouldn't have taken it, I mean, you're talking about a pullback into a great area, a nice pattern, and I have my lock profit right here, just barely missed the lock profit. And we'll see how this works out on Sunday night. I might exit the trade, I might stay in it, we'll see. So I'm not really that worried about it. I don't think there'll be any pending news over the weekend to really move this one way or another. So I should be safe. But again, this is something that I don't normally do. It's a Brazilian thing. Internet goes out, and it happens sometimes. So thank God for the 24-hour server, though. That's for sure. I did take another scalp here on late Friday. I want to say I took probably 8 pips on this one, on a long on the EU. So that was basically last week was my best week of trading I've ever had, and it made up for really a month that wasn't so spectacular. So I wrote in the live room that as far as that position where I added 4 times, it was trader's paradise, and it really was. I mean, when you look at the patterns, the entry patterns are really solid. They were really solid on Thursday and Friday. And moving back to my general theme, when price was right in this area, I mean, this is what I really traded. Even though I added all those positions, I was really trading the M8 right here in this area, because price was making the turn right in this area. We had a higher high on the M8, and I was really anticipating this action here, and that's exactly what we got. So I was able to score, I don't even know how many pips this week. I haven't counted. I've got to say it's got to be up in the 250s, 260 range. So that's an excellent week for me. I had my best trading day ever, and hopefully it'll continue through the summer. And it just goes to show you, I mean, you can't, as far as news is concerned, everybody was saying how the euro was going to drop, and the pound, and based on this, you just can't listen to all that stuff. What you have to do is wait till things clear, watch for the correct entry patterns, and make your trades. That's what you have to do. You can't worry about all the other noise, because it's not accurate. It really isn't accurate. And the people who are in the media, they don't know, and all they do is speculate off of interviews from people who maybe want to put an idea in somebody's head so they can go opposite on the trade. That's really I think that's really the case. I mean, obviously, when you have the big banks taking billion-dollar trades in one way or another, they're the ones that move the market, not us. So we just have to wait for them to show their hand, and then we jump on for the ride and then steal a few pips from them. That's it. So that's what I did this week, and I will see you guys in the live room. However, I'm going to be traveling to the United States this week, so I may not be available all the time. I'm going to still I'm bringing my computer and my smartphone, and I'll still be trading full time, but I don't know how much. I won't be able to do any videos probably for 3 weeks or so. But I'll be in the live room, and if you guys have any questions, just email me. Thanks for watching.